Ladies and gentlemen, this is Yunus English School Hour coming to you every Sunday on Star Radio and television services in the Gambia. Today we are here to discuss important issues about academic performances in our school and also in other schools in the Gambia. With me here today, I have three gentlemen from Yunus English School who are great teachers and who are dedicated to enhance the education to the students that are coming to our school. And I would like themselves to introduce their names to you and their positions in the school. Then from there, we can continue with our discussion. Please go on.
Good morning, our viewers on Star TV and also our listeners on Star Radio. Here we are coming live. We are the teachers of Mighty Yunus English School. I am Seni Jobate. I teach English language at Yunus English School.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Jobate, the English teacher at Yunus English School in Busumbala.
Yeah. Good morning, our beautiful listeners and viewers. I am Amadou Rijalo, specialized in English language and agricultural science. I am glad to be back at this Yunus Our English Talk Show, and then sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jallo, English and agricultural science teacher at Yunus English School in Busumbala.
Yes, good morning, listeners. Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another episode. My name is Abdou Toure. I am an ECD teacher at Yunus English School, Sarapate. Welcome to today's show. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Toure, ECD teacher or nursery school teacher at Yunus English School in Sarapate. I welcome you all and I welcome the viewers to this wonderful show coming to you every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Today we are going to discuss a lot. And before we go into that, I think we all heard that the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education has sent information throughout the country that interhouses should modify their way of business. I don't know whether you heard about that.
Yes, we have seen.
Can you elaborate a little bit about it?
Yeah, most of the time they have been very specific here. They said interhouse should be banned from public places.
Yes.
Because we have seen that most of the time when this interhouse happens, you know, we have spectators from different aspects of life.
That's right.
Yeah, so most of the time when people come, you cannot actually control the type of people that come to watch this athletic competition.
That's correct.
So most of the time when they come, you know, some of them will be around, you know, smoking weed, or they can even bring along, you know, weapons. You know, so in public places you cannot actually control that. So, but most of the time when it happens, like if it happens within the school premises, then you can have a control as to who gets in and who does not, depending on how they present themselves.
That's right.
Because most of the time when the events are over, then, you know, that is the time most of the problems happen. Is either you have these pickpockets, either, you know, these people who will take the purses of people or their gadgets like mobile phone forcefully from them. So I think I am in support of that. Unless it is controlled, then obviously, you know, a lot of violence will be happening, you know, during the inter-house competition. And the purpose is not that. The purpose is not that, because we have seen the like of Gina Baz, who is making fortune out of athletic competition.
That's correct.
Like we always say, you know, there are some students like who are not academically endowed. But with this athletics competition, obviously we have seen talent, and obviously Gambia is now competing, you know, in international athletic competition as a result of, you know, this interhouse that we have in schools.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, and then adding to that, I believe once the interhouse has been conducted in a school premises, the teachers, those are the ones coordinating the inter-house, happens to know the students and identify them.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, when something occurs, they will know who is involved.
Exactly.
Who is involved.
Exactly.
And basically, they can try to spot out the culprits. But once it is done in a public place, passerbys will come and hang around, smokers will come and hang around. Sometimes they will even bring in their cars for drifting.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
All those can cause accidents and problems. So when it is done in a school premises, it's only the students, their close family members or their close friends who will come. And then when those people come together, I don't think there will be issues like violence and pickpocketing and hearing.
That's
So
correct.
I think this move that has been done by the ministry is a very good move, and then if we stick to it, we will reduce the violence, because inter-house is an extracurricular
Yes,
activity.
activity
It is part of
in
the
school
school
program.
Exactly.
activities. So anything that has to do with school
Yes.
doesn't have to come into contact with violence.
That's
So,
right.
Yeah, I think that part is very.
Okay.
Yes, in addition to what they had said, it is important that the government said it in that way, because it will help the teachers, it will also help the students. Because doing our inter-house at a public place or in a community field, there are many things that happen during those times. And looking into it, we have seen that, you know, some people will use those time to use their other activities. Instead for them to go to the community field and participate in the activities, they won't do that. They will prepare themselves and they will come to the field 5 or 10 minutes, they vanish away. You will not see where they are. They might go to somewhere whereby, you know, anything can happen to them. And anything that happened to them, the school will be called on. Yes. So if you do it at the school, within the school premises, there will be nothing like such kind of things. Because wherever we have plenty people, some are good, some are bad.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the bad ones will not able to do their things in front of their teachers. So they will go aside and do it there.
Exactly.
But when it is in the school premises, they cannot have that kind of access to do it. So everybody will be in. Just like what he rightly said, if anybody comes in, the teachers will know. If anybody goes out, the teacher will know. But in a public place, it's very open. You may not know where the students are going. And nowadays it's not safe. Even an elderly person can come with their vehicle and other stuffs, because we have smaller ones there.
Yes.
They can use their strategies to collect them and take them somewhere else, which we know that we, the teachers, will not be aware of it. But when it is in the school campus, then that one is very, very accurate. We will get rid of everybody. But in a public place, definitely is another time. And it's giving tough time for the teachers also to mobilize them in a one place, because it's very, very open.
Yes.
So with that note, I support the government idea a lot.
Yeah, I believe it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I think 3 years ago, you all can remember,
Yes.
vehicle owner came with his vehicle, and he ended up hitting a child there, and then the child died. And some people are coming with vehicles, especially in our inter-house in Busumbala. You know, it's one of the biggest in the country. So sometimes people come with cars so that people can stand on top of the vehicles to see what is in there. And due to that process, a lot of accidents used to happen. I think this is an excellent idea.
Yes.
That we should conduct the inter-houses inside the school.
Exactly.
And according to the minister, if you don't have a premise, space on your school, you can look into your neighbor's school and see whether they can fit you in. But in case if that is the case and you are allowed to conduct your inter-house in your neighbor's school, it should be only you, not with their students. That's a very important
it's really
comment there. Was important thing that's added in there.
Yes.
So it shouldn't be that when you go to that school, then your students and their students, they all get together again. It's too crowded. It's going to be too crowded again. So this is good idea. And I think if everybody respect the idea, and we would have a peace in the inter-houses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And anyone to add anything to it? Or we leave it there?
Yeah, that way, saying the two schools might not join together to do it. It's
Yeah.
because if we are Yunus English School and we happen to join with another school, and then the student happens to be a faulter, then we cannot expel or suspend because the person is not our student.
Exactly.
So no punishment can be laid on that individual.
Exactly. That's
yeah.
right.
So that way is also another point.
Exactly.
So that is why you need to do it as a school alone.
I think this minister is a great minister.
Yes.
I had to see mention that certain musics cannot be played
Exactly.
in the school events.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I didn't read it, but I got the information.
Yes.
All those ones are good ideas.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We are thanking this Minister Drame for her wonderful ideas and suggestions for our schools. We thank her so much indeed for that.
Yes.
And we would go to one of our topics today. That is the importance of extra classes towards the preparation of examination classes and misconception by some parents that is a way teachers or schools use to extort money from the parents.
Yes.
So meaning that some parents think that extra classes is in operation in schools just because of the schools and teachers want to make money. But I don't think that is the case. I think, Mr. Jobate,
Yes.
can you elaborate on this?
Yes, this is a very important question.
Yeah.
As we all know, most of the time when teachers organize these extra classes, they levy the children to pay certain amount of
That's
money.
right. Yeah.
So most
Study
of the time,
fees.
exactly.
Yeah.
When this message is reiterated to the parents, they'll be like, your teachers are collecting money from us all the time. But we have to also consider the fact that, attaining or meeting the contact hours sometimes is not possible during normal lessons period. Because most of the time, like for instance, if I have English in a particular class, so once my period ends, I have to leave the class and another teacher comes in.
Yes.
So in a situation where I am teaching a particular topic and I am not able to complete that particular topic,
Yes.
that topic can be taught again during
In
the
the extra classes.
extra classes. Do you understand?
Yes.
So in extra classes also, like because during normal lesson we are bound by time, but in the extra classes we are free, like to have one-to-one interaction
Yes,
with the student.
Yes.
So in doing so, student will better understand the topics that they are being taught. Yes, because most of the time, what one of these educationists, Edward Lee Tondike, what he said, he said, learning, there are three principles of learning, or we call it three laws of learning. First, he said, the laws of readiness. That is to say, if you want to learn something, you first need to show that you are ready to learn this particular thing.
That's right.
Okay. Now, this readiness comes not only from the student, but from also the parents, because the parents have to provide necessary teaching and learning materials for the child in order to enable him to attend classes, to go to school. Okay. The teacher also, when the child comes to school, the teacher also should also be present at work, to administer his or her lessons. Okay. So he also mentioned another law, that is law of practice. So that is where this extra classes comes in. Because when a student is being taught something, in order for them to retain what they are being taught, to have it in mind, obviously they need to undergo certain kind of practice.
Okay.
But if not, if they do not practice, like they have been taught something today, then when you come next, you teach a different thing, or they do not practice what they have been taught previously, obviously they tend to easily forget it.
That's right.
Okay. So the last law, he said, the law of effect. So when they are ready to learn something, okay, two, they practice that, then it has an effect on them. So they tend to understand what they are being taught. At any given situation, if they are asked questions, they'll be able to respond to those questions satisfactorily.
That's
Yes.
right. That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I think
so,
you,
yes.
you did elaborate
exactly.
a lot.
Exactly.
And I think, again, with these extra classes, which is well known in the country, in the Gambia, as study classes.
Yes.
Will give a chance to students to ask more questions
Exactly.
from that particular person.
Exactly.
The teacher, I mean, instead of being in a large number in the
Exactly.
classrooms.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, and then adding to what he rightly said, and then if you look at the topics in the specific subjects, they are
Yes.
very, very bulky.
Exactly.
And then all those topics are supposed to be covered in like 3 years' time, from grade 10 to grade 12, let's say for the senior sector. And then the contact hours might not be enough for teachers and students to be able to cover all these topics.
Okay.
So that is where extra classes comes into play.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So any topic that is not being covered during the lesson or anything that is left uncovered can be covered during the extra class
That's right.
session.
Exactly.
Good. To prepare the students. And also extra classes is very important because it is during the extra classes that we have what we call the question bank. Even at the university, it occurs there.
Yes.
You have what we call the question bank.
Yes.
Where when tutors come, they will go to the question bank, collect questions, and then come and teach students on how to answer or attempt those questions. The same thing can happen in our school sector.
Exactly.
During our normal lessons, you are teaching a particular topic. You might not have the time to go to the question bank, collect those questions, and teach the students on how to answer those questions.
Exactly.
When will you have the time to do that? During extra classes, so that they can reassemble during the lessons, and then they come, you collect those questions and teach the students how to answer these particular questions.
Exactly.
Because in examination, in order for you to answer the questions, understanding is very, very
It's
Yes.
vital. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even
You have
in
to
one
understand
examination,
first,
you
you have to understand.
before you are able
That's
to
true.
answer.
That's
in
true.
words like enumerate,
Yes.
discuss,
Yes.
broaden, and then elaborate.
Yes.
These are all keywords that examiners will use to twist. The student might have the idea, but if they don't understand the language,
Yes.
they find it so difficult
Exactly.
to answer the questions.
Exactly.
So all these things have been addressed during the extra classes.
Classes.
And then there is one thing that I observed that students mostly face is what we call exam phobia. The pressure,
Yes.
the anxiety.
Pressure,
Yes.
yeah.
The pressure
That's
and
right.
anxiety they feel
Exactly.
before examination. I've seen students cry
Yes.
due to, not because they are not prepared, but because of the exam pressure, the
It's
NAEP
true,
exams.
it's true.
And then it has happened to some of us
Yes.
who passed through university.
Yes, yes.
A minute or an hour before the examination,
Exactly.
you will see another student reading a particular topic that you have not read.
Yes.
You feel like, where did you get this one from?
That's true.
It's because you are not fully prepared.
Yes.
But when you have extra classes, you will be able to cover all these topics that you need, that even an hour before entering the examination hall, if you see a topic, you'll be like, I have already read this one. Let me add something to that. But if you are not fully prepared, you always find it so difficult to attempt these exams, and you always attempt it with pressure, and wherever pressure is included, you find it difficult to
Exactly.
succeed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Okay. And
Yes.
this is something very important. You say that before you answer a question, you have to know what is the question,
Understanding
the
is very
passage.
important, yeah.
If
need
you
to
don't know the passage, how
Yes.
can you,
How can you
answer?
Yeah.
In the US, they used to tell us in the college there that because the 5 questions after the passage,
Yes.
that if you couldn't understand anything, don't leave it blank. Just mark one, probably in the middle. But that one is, to me, that one is, they shouldn't be telling us that, because that means they are giving us an option.
Options.
To say by that you may luckily
Yes.
get the answer.
Get the answer. Yes.
The teacher shouldn't be telling students
Yes,
that.
yes,
That if
yes.
you don't understand the whole thing at all,
Yes.
just grab one
One.
at the middle, probably at the middle.
Yes.
And click
Instead
it
of that, teach them how to understand.
Exactly.
Yeah, teach them how to
Exactly.
understand instead of
Yes.
telling them if you
Yes,
can't
yes.
understand,
Yeah.
do use this other alternative.
Exactly.
Yeah. That
Or
was
if they gave you 40 minutes to complete, and when you know that you cannot make it, the rest, just look at the middle and chuck them.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, that 40 minutes also is very, very important. We have
Okay.
seen nationwide, we have seen students complain about the time factor when it comes to subjects like English language, general science, and other subjects, meaning they don't have the time that they need to complete their questions. But I believe it all comes down to practicing, just like
Yes.
Mr. Jawate said.
Yes.
Like there are past papers out there from 1990 something to 2005. You go and take those past question papers, time yourself.
Exactly.
In an actual examination, you will be given 2 hours
Exactly.
to answer the theory aspect, section A, B, and C. So
Okay.
time yourself, and you will given 2 hours to do that. Time yourself and then attempt. All that can be done in extra classes. So that misconception of parents
Yes.
believing that students or teachers are using this as a way to extort money from
Money from
students.
students.
I, for say, I have been a coordinator of study classes
Yes.
in Yunus English School, whereby I would engage teachers, talk to teachers for them to come and teach in their various subjects, and then I will engage students for them to pay their study fees. And at the end of the day, I will collect whatever amount is paid and distribute it to teachers.
Yes.
But I have realized that what some teachers can even earn from what private study or two private studies with one student
Yes.
is more than what
More than what
earning
they are
in
getting
school.
from the school.
Yes,
Yes, that's correct. That is correct.
What one parent is willing to pay, who knows the importance of education,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
two parents,
Yeah.
is way more than what you are teaching 40 or 50 students in a class.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's
So you
true.
realize the
It's
teachers
true.
are making more sacrifice than the parents that are thinking that teachers are trying to extort money from them. So that also is a misconception that parents should start. Education is not expensive.
Yes, yes.
Education is never expensive.
And as you know, well, the teachers are missing one point.
Yes.
That is, teachers, they are most they're going to be most happiest individuals in the world if they see that their students succeeded on the
in life.
exam.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You see, some of these efforts is not because of that study fees.
Exactly.
They want to be sure that at the end of the day, the results tells the world what they have done in the classrooms. So that is the reason that they are doing all these efforts.
Yes.
But today, in today's world, nothing can be success without payment.
Yes.
So those little study classes payments should not divert parents or students from coming to study classes.
Yeah.
Because the teachers too, they're going to stay for longer.
Yes.
And they don't have to go home and have their lunch. And they need some little token of appreciation
Exactly.
from the parents on that. And that should not be seen as the reason for study classes.
Exactly.
Study classes are there for the benefits of students to excel on the examination,
Exactly.
either WAS examination or
Exactly.
GABC examination. It would play a bigger role
Exactly.
to get them there,
Exactly.
to be mountaintop.
Yes.
Yeah, so Mr. Ture, you want to add anything?
Yes, the extra classes is very, very vital, Mr. Yunus, because extra classes is like extra time. Because looking at the time, from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock, we cannot use all those hours perfectly.
Yes.
There are some minutes or some hours that are being missed.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then when the time is up for people to go home, now the extra time will be added for those time that has been missing.
Yes.
And those time that has been missing are important. Now, I want to urge the parents that some kids, they may complain that we have domestic work that we should do at home, so we cannot stay for studies. But I urge the parents in this way that please, domestic work, minimize it for the students.
Very well.
Because they have a lot of things on their heads.
Yes.
They are reading, they are doing their practical and other stuffs. And most practical, they will take it at home and do it there. Some parents will not give their children chance to do their works there. So the chance that you have is the extra classes.
Yes.
With the extra classes, you can sit in your class and do all the necessary work with the teacher. From there, you can go home. When you reach home, then you can do your domestic work at home. But closing at 2 o'clock, go home direct, you will not have access to study again. Some kids, they work from 3 o'clock up to night.
Yeah.
They will wash, clean, ironing. All those things are time. It takes time. No, but now when you stay for extra classes, 2 hours, 3 hours, or less than that, it will help you for you to cover your topic.
Exactly.
Because the time that has wasted, that simply means that the topic was unable to cover.
Exactly.
Let's say every period is 30 minutes. But in that 30 minutes, do we use the whole 30 minutes?
Yes.
Maybe sometimes we did not. But if we use it at those missing time as for extra classes,
Yes.
it will help us a lot.
Exactly.
Imagine if the student comes late.
Yeah.
Maybe you are late for 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Very
So
well.
that 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you are going to add it to your extra time.
Exactly.
That's the extra classes.
Exactly.
And so that you can able to cover something that has left behind.
Exactly.
I could remember when I was going to school in high school, Matthias George at Canifing Estate. We passed exams,
Yes.
but there was a friend who told us that you people are very intelligent. I don't know how you pass exam. Is it that you use charm or is it that you drink something?
Exactly.
We told him, no, we don't. The matter of the fact is that after school for us, we stay, and you don't stay.
Yes.
So this is the thing. We go over our books, and the teachers will come and teach us the missing time and what we have missed for the day.
Exactly.
So we cover it before we go home, and you don't cover it. For you, when you reach home, you don't have time for the book again. You are busy on the other things. So this is what we do, and this is why we are passing our exam.
Exactly.
But the boy continued also, and then realized that,
Yes.
well, I have to stay.
Yes.
And the boy was staying. And later, the boy is passing exam.
Exactly.
So you see the importance of it.
Yes.
If you stay for extra classes, you will do wonderful.
Exactly.
Some people, they said, learn and forget, but see, you remember.
Yes.
Don't learn and you forget, you see, you cannot remember it.
Exactly.
That one, you have not gained any
Exactly.
knowledge.
Exactly.
And then it's very, very crucial, the student to sit, because some student, it's hard for them to sit. Because too many excuses will waste your time.
Yes.
Teacher, excuse me, I want to go to the restroom. Excuse me, I want to do this.
Yes.
Well, students, sometimes you are big enough. Nobody cannot stop you to go and excuse yourself. But you, the students, should think of yourself that I have to minimize the way I go out. If you are to go outside 5 times, at least minimize it to 2 times.
Exactly.
So that the rest of the other minute, you can sit and learn more.
Yes.
And I also encourage the parents that the money that they are paying for their children for extra classes,
Yes.
less than 300. But tomorrow, your child is going to bring millions to you. So the money that you invest in your child, you are not going to regret it.
Yeah.
And that money that you are giving to the teacher, the teacher also at least will buy a drink, because teaching also is not easy. At least you buy a drink, you put something in your stomach, because they said empty bags cannot stand.
Yeah.
So
Education is
also-
an investment.
Yes,
It's an
so
investment.
it helped the teachers a lot. So, but if the teacher is standing there, the teacher is hungry, well, do you think the teacher will able to teach effectively? They cannot.
Yeah.
So this is it. Sometimes you have to compensate the teachers.
Exactly.
Some parents will even come, they will pay the teachers more than the extra class fee. Yes, because they know the value of it.
Exactly.
There was a time I taught my student about clock. Just imagine ECD students. I taught them clock.
Wow.
And there was a day I was in my house, a parent just called me. Start thanking me. I was even surprised why this particular parent is thanking me. I asked him, what happened? He said to me, I'm in the sitting room with my child,
Yes.
and the time is 2 o'clock. The child told me, Dad, it's 2 o'clock. It's time to pray.
Wow.
The father said, how did you know time?
Yes.
The child told him that, well, my teacher taught me about the time.
Wonderful.
So the parents were very happy.
Yes.
He called me. He even sent me some amount, which I will not tell you.
Yes.
But I was very, very happy.
Yes.
And that's a nursery school
Yes,
student.
it's a nursery school
Yeah,
child.
yeah, yeah.
Just imagine. So whatever you do,
Exactly.
the impact will come back to you,
Exactly.
and it will go back to the child
That's
also,
true.
and to
Yeah.
the parents also.
That's true.
So therefore, extra classes is important. Let's rush to it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like,
Yeah.
okay, you want to comment?
Yes. Just continue.
Just like what you said, the extra time, it rang a bell in my head. Like those of us who are very familiar with football.
Exactly.
Yeah, the normal time is 90 minutes.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
understand?
That's some-
But once you are able to get results within 90 minutes,
Yes.
you are given extra 30 minutes to.
That's right,
Very good.
to make
Yes.
the point.
That's the point.
Yeah.
So you
That's
see
the
that
point.
the money you are paying for your school fee
Yes.
is not wasting.
Yeah.
Every single minute that has wasted, we add it to the extra class. So your money is not wasting. Even $1 is not wasting.
Exactly.
Because your time is from 2 o'clock to from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
Exactly.
Now anytime that is missing,
Yes.
we are added to the extra time.
That's true.
So
To
your
get
money
the results.
is going into the right
Yes.
channel.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Dawate.
Yes. As my colleague Mr. Jallo and Mr. Toure have rightly said, extra classes is actually important. So with the time management, most of the time, because examination actually anywhere is time bound. So what we normally advise the student is that, when questions are given, obviously there are questions that yourself, you have the confidence that once I attempt to this question, I'll be able to answer it within, blink of an eye in a short period of time. But most of the time we realize that some students, instead of attempting to the questions that they are familiar with or that they can better answer, exactly. They waste time on questions that will involve them or engage them into thinking. So before you realize, then the time is up.
That's right.
And when the time is up, whosoever, they do not care who you are, the papers will be collected from you. So coming back to what Mr. Yunus also said, that is very, very important. You see, teachers, this is why we are referred to as the second parents. When a child passes, we all celebrate. You see, I always tell my students that examination or a test, like sometimes when you come to a class and write on the board test, they are like, hey, we are not prepared, we are not prepared. What I always tell them is that examination is not just for them, the students. I always tell that examination or a test is for the nation. Because when the results are out, especially international examination, we try to compare the number of passes in the Gambia
To other countries.
to Nigeria, to
Exactly.
Ghana, and to Sierra Leone. Then we see which country did better,
well.
did well.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so it's for the nation, also for the school that you come from.
Yes.
Because in the end, schools will be compared within the country. You say, okay, so and so school has this number of students with 9 credits, this number of students with 8 credits, this number of
correct.
so it's for the school, and also it's for the parent. Yes, because the parent will see that, like you said, investment. Mr. Jallo said, paying the fees or spending on your child's education is like an investment for you, the parent. Because at the end of the day, after 12 years education, if they sit towards, they pass. You feel fulfilled as a parent that the money that you spend on this particular child, you have not wasted it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it's for the parent too, and it's for the teacher too.
Of course.
Yes, because the teacher also will feel that, okay, yes, this subject that I am teaching, I have registered this number of passes. Do you understand? Then the teacher will also be considered as a very good teacher,
Of course.
because
That's
he
right,
is
yes.
able to make sure that the children succeed in a particular
It's true,
examination.
sure. It's true.
So examination is not just for the child, it's for the nation, for the teacher, for the parent, and for the school that you come from. So,
And the last one, the child.
exactly, and the child. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Yes, and
In
the last one,
a
the
larger
child.
countries for the region.
Exactly,
For example,
exactly.
a country like Nigeria,
Yes, yes.
every state matters.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
that
Exactly.
the Lagos state is doing well.
Yes,
The schools
yes,
in
yes.
Igbo
Yes.
state is doing
Exactly.
well. So all
Exactly.
that matters. Yes. So you are
exactly.
right. The examination is not only for
exactly.
one individual.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's a multiple combination of a lot
Yes.
of people together.
And when a teacher gives tests,
Yes.
the test, sometimes students see tests as a form of, I would say, a punishment.
Yeah.
Do you understand? They will be like, I'm not prepared, I'm not prepared. But when you give a test, I always tell them the test is for you, the student, and for the teacher. How? Because, okay, after teaching comprehension, I want to evaluate the number of students that understand that particular concept. So if I give a test to them to see, now after marking, maybe out of 20 students, if only 4 students were able to score
Yeah.
good grade, okay, then obviously I will see to it that that topic should be repeated again.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or,
that topic
you should modify it. a little bit.
exactly.
Yes.
You should either change your teaching strategy,
Methodology
exactly your methodology of teaching in order to make the children better understand what
Yes,
they are
yes,
being
yes,
taught.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are right on that.
Yes.
You mentioned about students, some students are going to a question that is not even necessary for them to be hanging on.
Exactly.
That. In some places they call it PEO or POE.
Okay.
It's a process of elimination.
Okay.
When the 5 questions are given to you,
Yes.
look at it. Certain questions, you just eliminate those ones. You don't waste your time on
Exactly.
that. Because obviously, these ones is no go anywhere.
Exactly.
So then you focus on one that
You
or
can
2 that
Yes.
you might
You have an
Yeah,
idea.
yes,
idea
yes,
of.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
The process of elimination, or they call it POE,
Yes.
matters.
Exactly.
Otherwise, some people will be engaged in something that's very simple
Exactly.
to answer,
Yes.
but they are focusing on the top
Difficult.
question,
Exactly.
and they didn't go through the others yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can even see it in this comedian. They
Yes.
call him Mr. Bean.
Yes.
Mr.
Yes,
Bean,
yes,
yeah.
Mr. Bean.
Sometimes he would have a paper, and the paper would be something and something else.
Yes.
And the first thing he sees that that is difficult for him.
Yes.
And he would be mimicking the orders to see
Yes.
if he can copy their own
Exactly,
things.
exactly.
At the end of the day, when the time was about to come up, and the guy said, okay, those who are filling this form
Yes.
can bring it, and then those who are filling the other form, then he will look into the other form and say, hey, he will keep backing. So sometimes you have to look at all
Yes,
of them as
yes.
quickly as possible.
Exactly.
And then use your own brain to see which question you should focus on.
Exactly.
Some of them you don't need to,
Yes,
because
yes.
obviously they are too far from
Exactly.
the passage.
Exactly.
that's something important. You are right.
Yeah.
And sometimes when the exam is about to happen or is getting closer,
Yes.
sometimes you teachers have to teach students how to prepare themselves physically.
Exactly.
In a place like US where I went to a college,
Yes.
that they would even advise you what type of food you should eat.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't eat a heavy food, and how you should sleep
Wow.
a few days before the
Exam.
examination,
Yes. Yes.
and how you should restrain yourself from studying a night before the exam,
Exactly.
and how you should not change your first answer.
Okay.
You say sometimes when you finish the paper,
Yes.
and there's a time,
Yes.
some people will go back to the paper,
Yes.
and the right answer that they have given,
Yes.
they may have an idea, or maybe I'm wrong.
Yes.
They will change it.
Yes.
They say that one you have to be very, very, very careful.
Yes.
Most likely when you go through it, the answers you give, these ones are just stick with us.
Exactly.
But if you have extra time and you decided to change this and change that, you might be doing the wrong
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
They teach you a lot about what to eat, how to sleep, what time you should sleep, your relaxations, and then when you are at the exam center, you won't be confused.
Exactly.
Yeah,
All
you
that
won't
is
be-
going to prepare you.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And Mr. Jobate, what is the importance of school visits by the parents?
Yes.
How ensure that the students are committed
Yes.
to their academic works?
Yes.
I think for the parents to come to the school and talk to the teachers, the principals,
Exactly.
and HODs
Yes.
might help them to push their students further in academic work, I think.
Yes.
Can you focus on
Yes.
that?
Parents visit. This is very, very important
Yeah.
because we have realized that some parents, I don't know, probably one can say maybe they are too engaged, but that is not an excuse.
No.
Like the investment that we are talking about, you putting your child in school and not, periodically checking on his or her progress, it's like investing in a business and not actually, calculating the profit that you have made or the losses that you have made. Then it's like you are just blindly moving. I always emphasize this during the PTA meetings, that parents visiting the school that their children go to is very, very important.
Yes.
I remember in those days, the school I went to, Amite Senior Secondary School, I remember because the principal then, David Ashu Hafna, was a friend to my father. So since we realized that my father will always emphasize that you are there, but know that I can, visit you, uninformed. You understand? So since we realized that, we realized the relationship with our father to the principal, and also that our father regularly, came there to visit. Then we were very, very, cautious,
Careful.
like we were very, very careful. We comported ourselves. So that can maintain discipline.
Yes.
Yes. If a child realizes that, his or her parent always visit the school, I think it maintains discipline. And also they focus and be serious with their academic work. So regularly visiting your child's school to know to interact with the teacher. For me, we even have some parents who normally they will collect our numbers and be calling, is my daughter or my son in school today? Then we'll confirm to them, yes. How serious are they? Sometimes we will talk to them. Do you understand? So that is very, very important. And also when a teacher realizes that his or her student is regularly visited by their
the parent,
parent, they also pay extra attention. Obviously, I'm not saying they disregard other children, but there is that kind of extra,
They are watching
care.
you.
Exactly,
It's
they are
like
watching
somebody's
you.
watching
Exactly.
over you. Yes,
So it's
yes, yes.
important as a parent when you put your child into school. Some parents, you will be surprised. They will tell you, I don't even know the grade level that my child is.
Yes.
That is actually disappointing.
Yes.
Honestly.
That one is true.
So I encourage the parents out there, you know, to be regularly visiting the schools that their children, you know, are attending is very, very important.
It helps.
Okay.
Yeah, that part is very, very important because I think we are all classroom teachers, whereby we handle registers and prepare confidentials and report books. And then we are the ones that the parents will call, or the principal will call to the office once parents come into school. But you realize that some students will go to a school for 3 good years, and the parents will never set foot in the school campus. Or the parent might not never know where the school is even located. Once in a year, the school organizes what we call the PTA meeting, where parents and teachers will come and attend. You will realize that in a school of 1,000 students or 2,000 students, probably only 200 parents will come for that meeting. So, and then we say education is an investment, but I think that is only done in education, whereby you would invest your money into something and not go there to check to see how things are going over there. I believe if you have a shop, and you invest your money there, every month or every week, you will go there to see how the business is going. But I believe, how the sales are, what profit are you making? But I believe education, the fact that the profit only comes after graduating, parents are not investing more interest into their children. But that is very, very bad, because we realize that we are the school waiting for the students. So if the students don't come, we will not know what happened to the student unless we communicate to the parents. And you as the parent, it is very difficult to get your number if you are not coming to the school.
It's true.
Yes, because we ask for the number from the students. If the student knows that he or she is a very bad student, he might not give the teacher a very correct number.
He won't.
You understand? So the fact that some students might not be coming to school for 5 days or more than that, for a whole week, and then you, the teacher, don't have the chance to communicate to the parent. And who is to be blamed? The parent. Because the student leaves the home every single day, but the student doesn't come to the school. In my particular class, it occurs there. The father is in abroad, but the student is living with the sister. Every single day, the student will leave home, but he will never reach at the school. So the sister thought that it is her responsibility to come to the school and confirm, and I was very happy with that. She came, and the friends were trying to lie that the boy has been coming. I told the sister that the boy has not been coming for more than a week. So you see, after that, you will see the improvement, you will see the effects. Because I collected the number of the sister and she collected my number. Meaning any time or any day or any week that the boy does not come to school, I will communicate to the parents. So and she will also communicate to the father. So you see that chain of communication. So now it has given some effects, because now the boy will come to school, and whenever he comes to school, he will make sure that I see him that he is in the school campus, so that I will give a positive feedback to the parents. So that is very, very important. Parents coming to the school is a very, very important thing. And as a parent, you need to know, keep up with the development of your child. Some parents will come to the school, ask them when was the last time they signed their child's report book, or when was the last time they saw a child's report book. They might not even tell. You cannot send your child to school for 2 good years, from grade 10 to 11, and you have never seen a report book. We are giving children report book every end of term, not every year, every end of term. First time they are giving report books, second time they are giving report books, third time they are giving report book. And you as a parent, the student is only asking you for study fees, school fees, but the student is not presenting any report book. And you are not asking, and you call yourself a concerned parent.
That's not correct.
That is a question mark over there. Do you understand? You, the parent, should ask, inquire. If you see the student is not doing well in mathematics or science, take your vehicle or pay a taxi, come to the school, see the mathematics teacher, see the class teacher, ask them, why do you think my child is not doing well in this particular subject? You do follow up. And then you, the teacher and the parent will come into terms. They will set goals and then aims on how to achieve that child's part. And then in subsequent months to come, you do what we call a follow-up. Okay, the last time I came here, my child was not doing well. Okay, after 3 months or 4 months back, I am back here to see the improvement or some of the things that have been added to that. That is what is expected of a parent of a child who is going to school. Whether you know it or not. Last time on Western Gambia, there were pictures of some schools whereby students will go to school and hang around without going to school. We have seen all that. But do we know whether their parents know that their students are hanging around outside? They don't know. They don't know. Because if they know, they will take actions against those students. So it is very important for parents to be going to school probably end of every month or end of every term. If you're going to go end of every month, but end of every term, you go and inquire about your students and some of the development. Some of these students, they are very stubborn. At home, they will show a very, very good character. Very disciplined. We have encountered such situations whereby when a child does something, the parent will say, no, this is not my child. My child has never done this at home. My child has never done. Because they have different attitudes. They change colors. When they are outside, the way they behave and the way they behave when they are at home is different.
It's different.
It's true.
It's different. So how would you know that my child is having a camouflage attitude
Yes.
or chameleon attitude is when you come to school.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes, so we are, how to call it, telling parents for them to try and be coming to school time on time. Even if you cannot come, just come to school, drop your contact number whenever there is an issue, and we will communicate to you. And on that part, I'm very happy with Mr. Mendy, whereby when students do something, they mostly go and bring their close sister or their close brother. He doesn't allow that.
Yeah.
These are key decisions in a child's life. If Mr. Jawadi is my brother and I happen to commit a crime offense at the school, Mr. Jawadi will come to the school and just yell at me and then go home. Nothing will change because Mr. Jawadi is just a close brother. But if my father happens to come, he is the one paying my fees. He is the one putting food on the table. He is the one putting roof on my head. I will do what he says or I leave.
Exactly.
So it is very, very important that when students are sent home to call their parents, they should not bring their brothers or their sisters who are just graduates from school just recently.
Exactly.
So parents, it's very, very key for parents to come. Yeah, it's very, very important. You know what the students is up to. You know what the school is up to. You even look at the school environment. Students are camping. But as a parent, you should be able to go to the school, see where my student is studying, see the environment there, see whether it is good for the learning and teaching to occur.
That's
That
correct.
is very,
That's
very
correct.
key. Yeah, so parents coming to school, it's very, very important, and I urge on all parents to try and be coming to school. If you have not been doing it, try to come to the school henceforth.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jallo. Thank you, the listeners. This is Star Radio and Television Services, and this is Yunus English School Hour coming to you every Sunday from 10 to 12 noon. And we are here today again. We are here to discuss what is good for your child and what is not.
Yes.
And we are here to tell you our intentions for your children. And we are here to tell you also what should be your intention for them and for their school and for their teachers. So I will move to our ECD or nursery school teacher, who is known as Teacher Ture,
Yes, Teacher
to
Abdul.
whatever he has to add.
Yes. Parents coming to the school to visit the school or to visit their children, it play a greater role in the child's education or in students' education, because students themselves, if they see their parents, they value their education, they will also value the education.
Yes.
If they see their parents are very concerned about the education, they will also be concerned. Some children, why they feel it's because maybe parents are not coming up. Parents are not supporting them. Just imagine you have sat for almost 3 months and you did the exam. Your report book is there for you to for your parents to come and take it and look into it and know where your faultiness is. That parent will never show up.
Yes.
The book will be there. First term, the second term, the teacher will go and collect the report book again, put your exams work in there. Still now the book will be there. Now the teacher will stand in front of that particular teacher and that particular child and tell him or her that your report book is still in the office, your parents did not take it. What do you think the child will feel? And others has taken their own. They will realize that, well, my parents don't value this. And some of the children, when you ask them why your report book is still there, your parents did not come for it, they will tell you, I told my parents about it. They did not come for it. So what are you showing that particular child? That the parents is showing that particular child, what you are doing at the school, I am not interested.
Exactly.
If you are interested, go and find out. What is your child doing there? You cannot just pull out huge amount of money, you just throw it into the thin air like that. You don't do that. Go and visit your child time to time. What he or she is doing in that particular school. Be aware of it. Some parents are very busy. We understand. But now we are living in a technology world. If you are very busy that you cannot come to the school to visit the school or your child, contact the teacher.
Exactly.
We have this video call. At least the teacher will recognize who is you, who is your child in this school. Anything that happen, we can able to contact you through that. But no communication, no video call, no visiting, no nothing. Even telephone number, we don't even have it. So it's hard sometimes to help that student. I did mention it here the last time I came here. I'd say that school or education is handled by 3 persons. is the student, the parents, and the teacher.
Yeah.
You understand? These three, they cannot go and left the others behind.
Yes.
They must go together. So therefore, if the teacher is concerned teaching the child, the parents also should be concerned about the child. And the child also should be concerned about his or her education.
Yes.
If that happens, there will be nothing like failure. Even there is a failure, it will be very, very minimal.
Yes.
Yeah.
But parents should know that education is the key to success. Even Muhammad was called and he was taught. It's not an easy thing for him. So we here, it should not be also easy to us. We have to support each other. If your child left at home after 7, because you know that by 8 o'clock they will ring the bell.
Yes.
If your child left after 7 or to 7,
Yes.
call the teacher. Is my child there now? The teacher will find out. Oh, yes, he's here. Oh, she's here. No, he's not yet. Oh, she's not yet.
That's right.
If the time goes up to after 8, then the child is not at school.
Yes.
The parents will know that my child have diverted. But if you did not make that communication to the teacher,
Yes.
you wouldn't know.
Exactly.
You might think that the child is at school while he or she is not.
Yes.
So communication is a key between the teacher and the parent. If a child is happen to dodge away from school, and the child knows that my father is coming to the school constantly, that child will never dodge away.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes.
He or she will never dodge away.
Yes.
Because he or she has find out that my parents are very concerned about my education.
Exactly.
So they will obviously concerned.
Yes.
Even their friends want to take them somewhere else, they will not.
Yes.
Because they will knew that immediately I left, my father can step in. And they know the measures in that. So some fathers, they don't take it lightly with their children. They are very, very serious about their children education.
Exactly.
Coming to the school to collect your child report book, open it, check where he or she fail or where he or she passes.
Yes.
As a concerned parent, you can able to help him or her. Well, my son, come here. You didn't pass maths. Yes, it's true. Not that all students are good at every subject.
Exactly.
There are other subjects. Find extra a private teacher for them at home. At
Or
night.
let them continue. Well, let them join the study
Extra-
classes.
The study
Extra
classes.
Yes.
If that happen, now the teacher can able to help.
Yes.
But you don't attend no extra classes. You don't find any a teacher for your child. That one also can disturb the child a lot because the child needs support. Whatever you cannot do, you need somebody to support you. And immediately you have been support, you can able to carry on. So parents coming to visit their children at school is very, very important. If you want to talk about that, we will be here till tomorrow. The importance of parents coming to the school cannot be overemphasized.
Yeah.
Parents should see this, that my child is in that school. I have to know what is he or she doing at that school. The teachers, they have to know who I am. If you cannot, you are busy with the work, make phone call.
Exactly.
But Mr. Ture,
Yes.
in your area,
Yes.
I don't think you have a lot of problem of that. But you are talking about generally,
Generally.
because you are in ECD.
Yes. I
Those
don't
ones
think-
are disciplined.
I don't
Yes.
think those ones, those ones mostly their parents
I'm not
will
dodging
will
yes,
drop
yes,
them at
yes.
the
Will
school
bring them.
themselves.
Yes,
But
yes.
generally, I'm talking to
Yeah.
Generally, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It could be that.
And then there is a point that you said about parents coming to school. Parents coming to school in mathematics equals to interest. Once you come to school, it means what? You have interest in
Yeah,
it.
in there.
Remember, this paying of school fees, paying of study fees, students or children see that as your responsibility as a parent. They see that it is the responsibility of the parent to pay my school fees, give me lunch money, and pay my study fees.
Yes.
But not all of them see it as the responsibility of the parent to go to the school. So out of 100 students, if I happen to be a student whose parents is always at the school, I will see that my parent has more interest than all the other students whose parents are in the school.
Exactly.
So that will enable me to put in extra effort. Imagine I'm in the same class with Mr. Jawate, Mr. Yunus, and yourself. But I'm the only one whose parents come to school. So how will I feel? I feel
Yes.
that my parent has more interest in
Yes.
my
In you,
education.
we would even respect you.
Yes,
of
We
course.
would even
Do you
respect
understand?
you.
Yes.
Yes, as we have seen most of these footballers who are successful, when they are narrating their stories. When I was playing in this particular academy, the place is very far, but my father or my mother will always pay,
Yes.
support me and take me to the training.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So that alone has been a
Yes.
motivational factor for that person to give it all out and see that they are successful, because they all know they are not doing it just for themselves, they are doing it for themselves and their families and their parents. So coming to school equals to what? Interest in your child's
It's true.
education.
Yes.
Yes, so
It's
please-
true. I
Yes.
agree with you on that. Go ahead, Mr. Gabade.
Yes, to add on what Mr. Jallo and Mr. Toure have said about the results, collecting your child's result. This is very, very important. I remember in those days, I was in the same class with my brother. So when we closed from school, our mother used to count the number of, corrects, that we
In your
have.
books, yeah.
So at a point, it became a kind of competition
Yes.
Yes.
between,
Yes.
and my
Among
mother was
yourselves,
not
yes.
educated.
Yes.
She was only counting the number of,
It doesn't matter what
So,
subject
exactly.
it is.
It does not matter.
But
So
it's a
because of
smart
that-
person.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't matter what it is.
Exactly.
She know what the...
She knows what is correct and
Yes.
wrong.
Right and wrong, yes,
And
yes, yes.
whosoever defeats the other, he will tell me, Mfan say, keep it up. Do you understand? Then if Musa defeats, Mfan say, Musa, keep it up. Do not let him defeat you next time.
Next time.
So it became, a kind of
Competition.
competition
Yes.
between
Yes,
us.
yes,
So
yes.
when you take your child's result, you see the number of subjects, that the child sat to, the number of subjects that he or she did well, and the others that he or she did not perform well. You try to motivate them,
Yes,
tell them
yes.
that you need to improve on this particular
That's right.
subject. You need to
That's
improve
right.
on this particular. You need to improve on this particular subject. You may think that that is very, very minute. It's not important, but that goes a long way.
Yes,
what
yes.
I have just narrated here, it happened in my primary school, which was in the
But you
late
still recall it.
90s
You see?
and early 2000s. But I still recall that.
Yes,
You
yes,
understand? So it's very, very important.
It's called it can
Yeah.
be a reward.
Exactly.
If a child does something good,
Thank you.
and then you reward the person with a
Exactly.
positive reward,
Exactly.
the child will improve. Yes, like my brother at home. Like we have sisters, but he always goes to their school,
Yes.
and he will sit face to face with their teachers, respective teachers,
Yes.
and then the teacher will be talking to him about their child's development,
Very good.
telling him that this particular child, this and this is how she behaves in class, this and this is what she needs at home.
Yes.
And then he will go to the next teacher, and the same thing will occur. And then
Exactly.
when he comes back home,
Yes.
he will make sure that he does whatever he's been told at the school, so that he can get results at the end.
Yes.
That's
He's
right.
like that. He rewards them, even when they cook, because they have times that they will cook. If somebody cooks something that is very delicious, you just remove another recipe from the pocket.
Yeah.
What you cook is very
Yes.
delicious.
Yes.
So you see the next person
Yes.
to cook will try to cook something better than this
Better
other
than the
person.
other person.
So you see, in parenting, positive reward is
Yes.
also very important.
It's true.
It can
It's
be a
true.
motivational
It's true.
factor
Yes.
in a child's development in their education.
I agree with
Yes.
you. Mr. Gallo, what you said again about this, the student that parents are visiting sometimes is more motivated than those who
Yes.
are neglected
Yeah,
by
exactly.
their parents.
Yes.
I remember even when businessmen are overseas,
Yes.
when we were all in Ghana, in Nigeria, in the USA, and you see among us,
Yes.
you will see some of us that the parents or the family member would call and inform them about the marriages in their compound,
Yeah.
inform them about naming ceremonies,
Yes.
the sickness of somebody,
Yeah.
and the money they sent and how they utilize the money.
Okay.
And all the families are happy that the rice is here that can take us to next year.
Yeah.
Those ones have more motivation than those who are there and you don't get any
You
contact.
don't even
from your
receive a
people.
single
Yes.
call.
Yeah.
And some of these people, you all would be in an apartment like that, and the telephone will ring. At that time, no mobile.
Yeah.
You pick up the phone, they will ask for this guy. They'll be telling him how they were happy about the things
Yeah.
he has done for the family.
Yes.
You see, that would boost their motivation.
Exactly.
And you cannot compare them to those who doesn't receive anything.
Yeah.
So it's important that parents visit the schools and then talk to the teachers, to the principals, and see what is happening.
Exactly.
I don't know what you have for...
And if you observe on that area, if you go to a particular class, you check the list of their performance list.
Yes.
You realize that the top 5 students, mostly they are the students whose parents always come to the school. Either their teachers have their contact. Yes. I can say for ECD level, yes, if you can put this on that, you realize that your top 5 students are the students whose parents come to the school, or they have communication with the teachers.
Okay. They support them in different levels.
Most outstanding students always have their parents.
That's what I said earlier, that if you value your child education, the child also will value it.
Thank you.
But if you relax, the child will relax.
The child will see it as just
as just normal thing, just going and coming. You see, but value it. Show it to the child that this is your tomorrow future. You value it. Obviously, they will value the education. Yes.
Yeah, when I used to be on Sarahule program on this Star TV and Star Radio, I used to tell our fellow Sarahules that in order to motivate your child, you don't have to be telling him or her the failures of school-going students. Because some people, instead of motivating their children, they will be telling them that you see that boy there or those boys on the attire there, they were all going to school. Now you see nothing. They did nothing. They are just drinking attire. I say, no, you don't talk to them like that. You have to talk to them about your other tribe members who are on the top places, like Sharif Mari Tambadu, he was a lawyer. And Surahata Jane, those lawyers. You talk about the MPs like Musa Drame and people who made it through education on that. Then this Mohammed Silla, who was a minister. These things is what you have to tell them. Don't keep telling them that those who are sitting outside there and drinking attire or begging you how to help them to buy sugar, that one is destroying your own child. The motivation.
The child will see education as something useless.
Exactly.
You will end up like that.
I was about to inform the government that the villages, the schools in the villages, they should have their quarters with TVs and also the channels, and everything should be perfect. Because what happens in the villages today, I don't know today, but before, that the teachers in those villages are like beggars in the village.
You see?
That if they want to watch TV, they have to go to the villagers who are having TV because of those ones have a solar and they can connect it to. Thanks to the President Barrow, all the villages are having electricity now. But before it was a solar for rich people. Then you will see the teacher who is posted in that particular village now is depending on that family. He goes there for TV, and if he has a headache and he needs a painkiller, he has to go there for him to get painkiller. And if he wants to go to the hospital in the city, then he has to go there so that they can use a rider to take him there. The students there, how can they get motivated? This is an educated person. Now he's depending on our illiterate parents for everything. It shouldn't be like that.
No, it
should be the quarters should be well equipped.
Yes, of course.
So that even the villagers would come to that place looking for cold water. They are there to watch TV or football. They are there to get a better medication or idea. They will see that this guy is educated.
I want to be like
that. But it shouldn't be all the way around. That the teacher in the village is now depending on the villagers.
Struggling for themselves.
That one is demotivating
as a parent, when you are motivating your child, you should not be showing him examples of people who have not made it. Because even businessmen, 100 people might invest into business, but probably 10 or 15 or 20 people will make it.
Let's say 5.
So if you are taking an example from them, you do not mention the ones who failed. You mention the ones who made it in life or who made it as top millionaires. But you don't mention the ones whose business went up to the middle and they crumble and they had losses.
Exactly.
You don't mention.
Yes.
You cannot use that as a method to motivate your child.
The data shows that in America, more than 75% of newly established businesses end up failing. Yeah. So it's only within the 25 or less succeeds to 5 years. So that's how the life is. It's not that everybody is going to be like the same. So, but we have to motivate our children to be at the top of mountain Kilimanjaro, so that everybody will see them there. What would you say about those students who are always coming late, and sometimes the gate would be closed in front of them? They will be knocking the door, disturbing everybody, and the parents don't even know what is going on. And you keep them there. It's not only one school, but throughout the Gambia. It's either you open your doors without control, or you see a lot of students standing outside. And I think it's better to see them standing outside than to allow them in at any time they come. So that one is very destructive today.
You want to elaborate?
Yes. You see, nowadays, especially those students who are habitual latecomers, they think teachers enjoy, keeping them at the gate or punishing them for late coming. Punishment generally, the purpose of punishment is to change in behavior. You understand? So you come late today, you have been kept at the gate. It's for you to learn your lesson, so that tomorrow, probably if you say you were stopped in a traffic jam, tomorrow you wake up pretty much earlier. Because all of us are coming from the same community. So why does A gets to the school before B? So it means probably you sleep a lot. So now, if I realize that, okay, I wake up at 7 o'clock. But whenever I wake up at 7 o'clock, I get to the school. I'm always late. Do you understand? So you have to reschedule it. Now you wake up maybe at 6:30 and see that. So if there's you wake up at 6 o'clock. Because we are using the same traffic. We all struggle. Do you understand, to go to our different destination? But it is not an excuse. Some of the students, when you tell them, they'll tell you, I live very, very far. Most of those students, some people live further than where you live. So if those people are getting to school before you,
that's true.
You have no excuse to give. So it is very, very important, especially parents. Sometimes some of our parents, they do wake up for the Fajr prayer. You wake up for Fajr prayer. Wake your children up, let them prepare for school. Do not leave them in their rooms to continue sleeping. Do you understand? Make sure that you wake them, not only to wake them and leave the room. Some people, especially during the early hours of the morning, it is nicer to sleep at that period of time. When you wake them, make sure that they wake up and dress up for school. You don't just have to wake them, hey, it's time for school, and leave them. You go to work. You will not know whether they have woken up or not.
You are right.
Yes.
You are right,
This is very important. And also, now, if you are late for a particular class, like for instance, a particular class has English language in the morning. Now, the teacher is already in class with maybe few students. Now, this particular child is being kept outside, especially the examination classes. Do you understand? Now, the topic that the teacher is given, that particular child at the gate will miss that. You understand? So no teacher would like to just keep you at the gate without a reason. But we are just doing that, so that they can change their behavior.
And even if the child comes in, he or she might interrupt the class.
The others.
Exactly.
Or even if he or she comes in, he might not catch up with what you do.
It's true.
So are you now I want to address on that. Late coming is a serious issue to all schools, I can say to all schools in the Gambia, considering the traffic and all that people are giving us excuses. But I believe there are remedies to all these problems. The lessons in most schools start by 8 o'clock. Some schools might start by 8:30 or 8:20, but what I know is most schools start by sharp 8, their lessons. And then we say scheduling and timing is a very key factor in a student's life. To schedule yourself or to time yourself is a very key factor. We all know that during summertime or during summer, most of us, if you ask us for the date, we might not even recall the date.
Yeah.
That is because we are not going to work, we are not going to class, and we are not keeping up with the date and actual stuff like that. But during school hours or during school sessions or during the term, you ask us the date, we can easily tell you.
Yes.
Do you understand? That is because we know what day it is, because we have to go to work. What day it is, because we have to rest. The same thing happens to the student. You have to time yourself and schedule yourself. If you are used to waking up by 7 o'clock, and you realize that for me to take bath, pray and get ready for school, it will be after 7:30.
Exactly.
And then for me to leave home, my home is a bit far from the garage.
Yes.
It's also going to take me for 20 minutes or 15 minutes.
Yes.
And then from Brikama to Busumbala, due to traffic, the vehicle might take, let's say, 1 hour or 45 minutes. So that is where timing and scheduling comes into play.
Exactly.
Now, instead of waking up by 7, you need to wake up by 6 o'clock. So that whatever you do at home, you will be ready by 6:30. Whatever you have to do at home, you will be ready by 6:30. You leave your home at 6:30, and then by 6:45 or 7 o'clock, you are at the garage. No matter how congested the traffic is. I said 45 minutes or 1 hour. 45 minutes, 7:45, you are already at Busumbala.
Exactly.
Do you understand? And then within that 50 minutes, you can get yourself into the school premises. So that is where timing and scheduling is very, very important. We need to time ourselves and schedule ourselves in order to avoid late coming. When that is done, it can minimize. I know it's going to be very difficult to totally eradicate, to say from Monday to Saturday, everybody will come to school before 8:30. Because there are some circumstances that are beyond us that might occur on daily basis. But if you time yourself and then you put in all efforts, you will be able to come to school before the actual lesson starts.
It's true.
When that is done, because whenever you come to school and you are late, you stay out. You're not only stopped from attending that first lesson, you stay out the whole day. That has an effect on the student, it has an effect on the school.
Exactly.
Because when a student comes to school and is not allowed to go into the class or the school premises, the student, remember, the student has your school uniform.
Yes.
That student, when the student happens to fear the parent, the student will not go home and tell the parent that I am late for school and I am not allowed into the school premises. What do they do? That is where the problem comes in. They will be loitering around public places, markets, fields, just to sit there, hang around, kill the time until when it is 2 o'clock, they go home. And what they do in these public places is only known to God.
And that will be detrimental to the school.
That is why I said it will also have an effect to the school. So that is where parents have to come into play. Come to schools, parents, come to school.
Yes.
That's right. That's
come to school. Let's have this discussion whereby teachers will tell you the problems that they are facing with students, and you will help us to remedy this problem, so that we will not have any students staying out. It is not our wish for us to close our school gate and say that no student will come after 8:30.
That's right.
That's not our wish. Our wish is for every student to come to school and every single day and be in class.
Yes.
And teachers will make sure that they teach you their lessons.
That is true.
But if we realize that students are feeling like they can come to school at any time because there's no control at the gate, then we are failing as educationists. Because it is our responsibility to teach the students about discipline. Discipline is not only about respect, it's about adjusting to any situation that you find yourself in. If you are in a school before that allows you to go to school by 9 o'clock, and you come to a new environment that is telling you that you should come to school by 8 o'clock, that is where discipline comes into play. You have to adjust to the situation that you find yourself in. You are in the Gambia, we live like this. You go to America, they live like this. Discipline comes into play. You adjust yourself to how the situations that you find yourself in.
Exactly.
So I believe like students can do it. Yes, your parents are investing. Their parents are investing their time, their energy, their resources into you. The only thing that you need to do is to wake up, go to bed early. Wake up early.
They don't
and come to
sleep
school.
early. That's the problem.
Yes.
That is the problem.
That is the problem. That is where the problem
I
lies.
think what I would add to what you said, Mr. Yobate mentioned about the far thing, that they live far away. But most of these students are used to stand on the gate. Most of them, they live around the
vicinity.
They're only using this one as an excuse to say far away. Students are coming from far away. They're most likely they are very, very committed. They are very committed to their education. That's why they decided to choose that school. And they want to be sure that they achieve their goals. They used to come on time. But the student in the surrounding area, they don't see this as an opportunity. And they are the one who will sleep until 10 o'clock.
Yes.
And
Yes.
when you ask them, they will say, oh, transportation. There's no vehicle here and there. It's not true. Those ones are around us.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think if they want to make it, as you said, it's a mindset.
Yes.
They
just have to
can
put it here that they can
actually do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to come to something that is even bigger now. That's what are the roles of a teacher in making sure the school enrollment is boosted.
Okay.
So this means that what is going to be the role of teachers to be sure that the school that they are teaching is respected and people are willing to bring their kids regularly into the facilities. So I think it's only teachers can do that.
Exactly.
Because the teachers can expel the students in one way or the other, and they can also welcome them in one way or the other.
Yeah.
And in many, this one could happen in many angles.
Exactly.
Even the way of their teaching methods. If it's good,
Yes.
parents are not crazy.
Yes.
They will come.
Yes.
And if it's bad, they will go.
Exactly.
And you can see that our school is a private school.
Yes.
People are coming, and they are leaving some government schools.
Yes.
They are simply coming to us because they believe or they trusted our teachers that they can teach well. And if that is the case, then the teachers has a role on this, and they have a say. So what should be that say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, teaching, normally, we assume we can compare teaching, a teacher's job as an iceberg.
Okay.
Okay. Normally, you see an iceberg is only the tip that you see out of water.
Yes.
But the major part of the berg is
inside
submerged.
the water. Yes.
Yeah. So what people see
Submerged.
about exactly.
That is English.
Yes. Yes. What people see exactly.
Yeah.
What people see is the classroom presentation.
Yes.
And teaching is way more beyond
Deeper than that.
Yeah.
Yes. Because, you know, it is not just the responsibility of the teacher to come and present the lesson. Because our classrooms are filled with different abilities. You know, we have differently able. There are people who are visually impaired. You need to position them like somebody. There are people who are, you know,
hearing problems.
Exactly.
So
Sighted, you know, long-sightedness. So you need to position all of those people. That comes into classroom management.
Setting, yes, management.
There are others that are fast learners.
Yes.
You explain, you give them a task, they'll be able to do it within a blink of an eye. So all of this comes into the teacher's job. But what most people see is just the presentation. So one, as a teacher, mastery of the subject, as Mr. Silla have rightly said, meaning you need to have mastery, you need to understand the subject area that you teach. Not only to understand, but also to impart knowledge in students, because you are teaching, you need to use different teaching strategies, different, you know, teaching methods in order to make your students understand. Even where necessary, if you can sing for your student, if it is going to help them understand what you are teaching them, do it.
Do it.
Do it. Yes. So if you have that, if you do all of that, then, you know, children build confidence in you. They will be motivated. Any topic that you teach them, they will understand it better. So when that happens, obviously it will have an effect on the examination. And when you register in, especially both external and internal exam, when you register a lot of passes, then obviously when the results are analyzed, people compare schools. Oh, this so-and-so school did very, very well. Like our last year and our previous years. You know, English school, we have performed extremely well. And that has made, you know, other students from other schools to come to Yunus English School. You understand? So, you know, I always tell, you know, students at Yunus that, you know, we are one of the most blessed schools in the Gambia. Why? Because there is no teacher at Yunus that has not had the experience, at least, you know, the qualification and at least an experience of 5 years teaching experience.
That's
you
right.
know, all of the teachers there, you know, have their PTC, HTC. You know, some have recently graduated from the university with bachelors, and some even with masters. We have master's degree holders, you know, teaching at that school. So because of that, then when parents see, you know, that they are a particular school that their children attend, or this particular school perform, that will motivate them, that will convince them, you know, they will have confidence in that particular school. Then they will be sending their children to that particular school. So, you know, all of this, you know, comes towards, you know, how well, you know, teachers administer their lessons, you know, and also to impart knowledge into these children that they teach. Because these children are going to be the future leaders of future leaders tomorrow. Thank you. They are future leaders. Okay.
Now, adding to what Mr. Jawara said, I believe teachers play a key role in boosting the enrollment of students in a particular school or in any school that you go to.
Exactly.
I believe, like, when a teacher is delivering a lesson, the teacher should make sure that he connects the relevance of that particular topic to our daily livelihood.
Yes.
You understand? Because most of the things that most of the notion of these students is that whatever we are teaching here, we are only being taught that for examination purpose. Some of these things will not appear in our exam. After exams, after grade 12, we will not be asked to find the value of X. We will not be asked to write letters. We will not be given comprehension passages to read.
Exactly.
But now it is the responsibility of the teacher to connect what you are teaching, the relevance of what you are teaching to our daily lives. Yes, because letters are very, very important. Comprehension is very, very important.
Very important.
Who tell you that you are not going to read newspapers after grade 12 examinations? Who tell you that you are not going to write emails to companies after examinations? Who tell you that you are not going to be a computer software whereby you will be working on the Excel to solve mathematical questions, where X and Y will not be relevant?
Exactly.
These are the things that you need to connect.
Yes.
Mathematics deals with numbers, but even those numbers can be relevant in our daily activities.
Yes, that's what it is.
It's very relevant. So I believe, like, teachers have a key role to play there.
Yes.
Because the moment you start to show the students the relevance of that particular topic or subject to our daily lives, they have more interest. You all can attest to that. There are certain topics that when you are teaching them, everyone in the class will concentrate 100%.
Yes. Very true.
Because they feel like the teacher is talking about something that is very relevant to our daily lives. Maybe the teacher will talk about something that I have witnessed, or I have seen my friend go through, or my parent go through.
Yes.
So relevance is very, very key in the delivering of the teacher.
Yes.
Because the moment the students feel like you are delivering about something that they have no idea about, they have no interest about, some of them will want to sleep in your class.
Exactly.
Some of them want to interrupt. Some of them want to use mobile phone. Some of them want to sleep. How can you do that? Not everything can be done through punishment. Some of them are psychologically intrigued. You have to bring them to the lesson, not by even telling them to keep quiet.
Exactly.
Say something that they find relevant and interesting, and they will all pay attention.
They will, of course.
So I believe, like, once a teacher does that, students, they talk. I don't know whether you know it or not.
Yes.
But once a teacher is very good at what he does, before you personally reach their homes, your name will be circulating in their homes. We have seen that. Whereby a parent will come and say, okay, you are Mr. Jawate. I have heard a lot about you. Yes. You are Mr. Yunus. My students keep my children keep talking about you. These are things that we have seen. Why? It's because what you are giving to them, they find it useful.
Yes.
What happens? If they have siblings at home, they have friends at home, they will want to come to your school. So that alone can boost the enrollment of a particular school. And the other thing is what? Teachers need to build a cordial relationship with students.
Yes.
During my days, or during my father's time, or any other person's time, they used to fear their teachers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they used to.
Yeah, they used to fear. The moment you had the name Mr. Gomez,
I tell you.
You're wrong.
Yeah, Mr. Gomez class, he talks about something, you feel like you want to ask a question. Hey, if I ask, he's going to
flog.
Yeah. So you fear your teacher.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
You have a personal problem.
Yes.
You cannot come to your teacher. You don't. Your money is missing. You cannot come to your teacher because he will tell you are very useless. Why would you allow? So you see. But nowadays, teachers will come down to the level of the students, connect with the students, so that the students can be able to express themselves. Because in learning and education, the student has to be comfortable.
Yes.
For the knowledge to get in, the student has to be comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Once there is no comfortability, the students will not be able to express or take in anything.
Yes.
So once the teacher happens to build a cordial relationship with the students, most of our sister schools, why their students come to our schools is because whenever they come there, we have seen students with their uniforms coming to our schools.
Yeah, regularly, yes.
When they come, they see Mr. Jawate, how he exchange words or how we communicate with the students, you'll be like, wow, this teacher is nice. I like the way they communicate with their students. I like the way they sit and chat with their students professionally. What happens to that student?
Exactly.
I also want to come to this school. So those are all ways of how teachers can boost the enrollment. Because once you bring in one student, you are bringing in one student.
Yes.
Joate is a living witness. He can be an example. He has about 3 or 4 of his nieces at the school.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, they all attended the school. Why? Because the family members believe that he is a good teacher. He is in that school, so we will take our kids there.
That's right.
Yes.
So basically, he is boosting the enrollment of the school.
That's correct.
Yes, and I personally, or you personally, have taught in other schools.
Yes.
We have students that we have taught in those schools, and they have seen our methodology of teaching. They have seen us as exemplary teachers.
Exactly.
And now we are in Yunus English School.
Yes.
Those students might have graduated, but they have younger sisters. And they know that Mr. Ture is in Yunus. They will take their siblings to this particular school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
even
teachers,
their children, Mr. Jallo, I've seen a lot of our ex-students, now their children are in the school.
Exactly.
Because they have seen what you
we
guys have done to them in the classes.
Exactly.
Now they brought their own kids.
Good. So teachers play a very key role in boosting the enrollment of the school. Because the moment the teachers have a bad name outside, no parent want to take their children to a particular school.
It's true.
Yes, because every parent feels like their children to be taught with moral attitudes, good characters, and plus the knowledge that they also keep to seek. But once you realize that the teachers in the school have no moral values, they don't have no good attitude or whatsoever, no parent will take their children to the particular
That's
school.
correct.
Yes,
That is
so I
correct.
believe like teachers should set good examples as we are doing in Yunus English School, and I believe many other schools, because we have most teachers that we have passed through the same college and the same university with them. So we have very, very good teachers, like Mr. Jawada said. Also, employing good teachers, which the administration has been doing well. Teachers that are very qualified, they have mastery of their subject matter. I have been to many schools, I have seen many English teachers, but I have seen only few that can teach or deliver like Mr. Jawad. I've been to many schools, I've seen many maths teachers. I've seen only few that can deliver like our maths teacher or any other subject teachers. So when you bring substance,
Right people.
when you bring substance, right people, right-minded people that have mastery of the subject matter, that alone will boost the enrollment.
That's right.
There are prominent people that are in the education system. The moment their names are mentioned, whenever you say Mr. Mbalo, everybody knows that on the area of literature and English, he's very good on that aspect.
Yes. That's how it is.
There are comments that whenever you say Mr. Jabari, everybody will know that on this particular area, he's very good. So we say this Yunus English School has this particular area. Okay, let's take our students there. Or let's take our students there.
That's
so
right.
all those ways can be a way of boosting the enrollment of a particular school.
Yes. I can testify to this, that when the school established in 2012, many people believe that is a dara because of certain connections to it, and some people think it's madarasa, and that's why we added English at the middle, Yunus English School, to be sure that people don't have a concept that is a dara or madarasa, because this one is conventional school. But even that, there was a little problem with it. Some people would enroll the child, and later they will be calling you whether actually the school is madrasa or... then when this principal, Alkali James Gay, he happened to be a minister of information and tourism in First Republic. And he was hired by the board to lead the school. And then when he sat on his office, and whenever people come to enroll, they will see him. He happened to be a heavyweight politician in Jawara's time. When people see him, they will say, "Fonyi Mange Alkali James Gay." Then he will say, "Yes, and tell him." He's Alkali, as happened now. Then they will be so happy to see him again. Then you see they will bring their kids into the school. The dara and the madrasa thing was eliminated. This is what you were saying. Certain things, when you see a right person in that place, you would have a rest of mind. Then if you see a good teacher like a Jobate, then you want to bring your child to that school so that they would have an interaction with the Jobate, the teacher. In our case, when people think that it's a dara or madrasa, when they see the former Minister of Information and Tourism, Alkali James Gay, who happened to be also the national parliamentarian in Fonyi, everybody knew that that this one is conventional school without any doubt. And the Dara thing and Madrasa was eliminated. And you are right on that. Getting right people can boost the image of the school, and if that happens, enrollment will be boosted. But if you go to the place and you see teachers that you don't even wish to have them in your parlor, then you might not have
what you want.
the decision to enroll anybody into that. Like people said, if you have two people competing and you don't know either one of them, one thing you should do, and you have nothing to learn from them, there is no history, nothing, you just saw them like that. Then look at the two of them and see among the two, or who you actually like to have a dinner or lunch in your kitchen, in your dining table. So like you don't know who is who, but look at two of them and see,
which one would you prefer?
If I have to invite this one to my dining table, is this one or that one? The one that you like the most. You take that with. You may say, this one I want to have a dinner with. That is the one that you should choose. You see, that means it's feelings and the character that matters. If you see person that you trusted, and you can vote for that person. So in this case, we are having good students and a large number. You can see this year we have over 300 students registered at WAS in Busumbala alone. I don't know 350, but I don't have the number, but over 300 students are now registered successfully to be candidates for WAS, which is West African examination something. I think what is the actual word for this is West African Senior School Certificate Examination. WAS. So that one is a larger number. Because of good teachers, all those ones are coming to us. So the great ECD teacher, what would you say on this?
It's important that the teacher also should do something. Because the teacher also needs skills. Because sometimes the skills you have may expire. Remember that also there are new skills coming up. So you need to have those skills in order to carry on with your teaching professional. To have those skills also, the teacher should at least do some research. If you cannot do some research, go to some professional teachers, those that are retired. Go to them. Let them help you with their skills that they have. Add it to your own skills and you bring it to your school. You teach your children. Yes. If you do so, definitely the knowledge will impact to the student. And if the student goes home, the parents will see it.
Thank you, Mr. Ture, on that. I think, we're going to national languages. But before that, let's go into this, this thing. The general performance of Yunus English School in inter-house competitions. Inter-school competitions, yes. The general performance of Yunus English School in inter-school competition. Do you have any take on that?
Yes. For this academic year, Yunus English School participated in 2 inter-school competitions. The first one, which was Readathon. Readathon is a Guinness World Record. There's a world record that they engage students from different schools to read a particular text within a specific period of time with precision and accuracy. Not only to pronounce add words, but your audience, like when they are reading, you have an audience. So you have to break that fourth wall. That is to say, you need to have a kind of eye contact with the audience and also to have the ability to pronounce the words correctly. When we first went to this particular program, Mr. Jallo can bear me witness, we met with Ivy schools. Those are highly classified schools. Like
known
Marina International School, Nusrat, including University of the Gambia, School of Public Health,
St. Peter's,
St. Peter, CIVEC.
Yeah.
So that was the median program because it has not been happening in the Gambia. So it was only until this year that they introduced it in the Gambia. So when our school was, invited, we also had a kind of a miniature type of reading competition within the school, where interested students are invited to participate. You understand? So from this competition, then the best one was selected, who was Maria Camara. So, we went to the program, so the schools were instructed to at least choose a Gambian book, a book written by a Gambian. Yes. So The Fate of a Concubine, which is written by my lecturer, Mr. Senghor. You understand? This is what Maria chose, And in that competition, out of 20 schools, Maria is among the 8 students who are qualified to proceed in the next level. You understand? Yes,
Good.
Yes, yeah. So that boosted, because some of the time when you meet with schools that have big names, some of the time our contestants will be like, wow, we are competing with Marina, we are competing, exactly. We are always seen as an
inferior,
underdog, exactly, as an inferior, to over those schools. But imagine, she came out, second. Yes,
You say?
she did wonders. Honestly.
Second after the University of the Gambia.
After the University of the Gambia.
I think they even saw her speech on the TV before we came.
Exactly. She made us all proud. So the second one was
beauty pageant.
Yes, the beauty pageant. So in that aspect too, most of the time what the society have about beauty pageant is about the physical beauty or the facial beauty that they talk about. But here in this situation, beauty pageant is not just about, the facial beauty. It's about your intellect too. So we chose...
it's beauty in and out.
Exactly, in and out, yes.
Or you can say beauty with brain.
Exactly, beauty with brain.
Yeah.
You understand? So there are two, each school, sent 2 representatives. Yunus English School, we sent Nyaling and Aja. Yes, Nyaling Lee and Aja Njai. They went. Aja emerged as the winner. Can you imagine? Yes.
With a plot of land.
Yes, with a plot of land.
Yes,
She's given a plot of land.
That's amazing.
So that tells us that, how, Yunus is coming.
Yes.
You understand? Like we are already dominating all these senior schools in the country.
We are determined.
Yes, because, that is how you know the performance of the school, not only through examination, but when they also meet to compete, which school comes first. So both in the school and outside the school, the school is well represented, and we have shown other schools that, Yunus is the best school in the country.
Thank you, Mr. Jobate.
And then adding to what Jobate said, I believe in every school that you go to within the country, they either have what we call a press club or a talent club. You understand? And then this press club or this talent club is a club like we have in Yunus English School, Busumbala. It's a club whereby, coordinated by my able boss here, Mr. Jobate, and myself, whereby we give students the platform to showcase their other talents outside the classroom.
Yes.
As you rightly said here, that learning does not only stop in the 4 corners of the class. Some students might not be good in mathematics and English language, but they are good in other aspects of life, of arts, creativity.
Yes.
So this press club gives the students the ability to be able to speak in public, be creative, act dramas, debate competitions, and also go out of the school premises and compete with other schools. All schools have them, but the difference is where the coordinators come in. You need to have a creative person like Mr. Jobate here, inculcating what he has in himself to the students, for them to go out there and then show it on stage. And we've been doing that. And then I believe that is why, whenever we go to these competitions, you always see the difference there. They don't know what happened behind the scenes. what they see is what happened on scene.
Yes, yes.
But
That's
all
right.
the work is done
Behind the scene.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So that is where
It's
his
true.
work comes in.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we are trying to, wherever we go, we tell them we are here to rewrite the word, rewrite the narratives, the misconceptions that you people have, and the narration that was done.
Yes.
That is what we are here to rewrite, and we always leave victorious.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
In our
good.
last competition, when we went there for the readathon, one of the executives told me that when I had the word Yunus, I told you guys we are only here to participate.
Yes.
I thought we changed the word from participation to competition. We are here to compete,
Perfect.
not to participate. There's a difference.
That's right.
That's the food
There is
difference.
a difference.
Yes, yes.
You are just there to participate ceremonially.
But you are not competing.
Yes. But now, wherever you go, henceforth, we try to prepare our students so that wherever we go, we compete.
We compete,
Yes.
of course.
Yes.
Yes,
Even
yes.
even the last program we had at the Gambia College,
Yes.
we went there to participate, just to honor the invitation that we were given.
Yes.
And we were not that much prepared. And we were facing schools like Nusrat,
Yes.
Mansakoli and other schools.
Yeah.
We took our primary school students there.
Yes.
Primary school students, grade
Yes.
5 and 6 students.
Yes.
And among those students, one of our students won the best actress, the
The
best performer.
Yes.
And she was competing with
With
senior
senior
school
school
students.
students.
You
Yes.
see? You
Yes.
see?
Yes.
That's great.
So now we are telling people that henceforth, wherever you hear the word Yunus, watch out.
Watch
Yes.
Because
Yeah, watch
we are
out.
always there to
Prepare.
compete.
Prepare.
Yes.
Prepare.
Yes, yes.
Prepare,
You don't underrate Yunus
because we will
English.
beat
Yes.
you without expecting us.
Exactly.
So now the school is competing. We are doing
Yes.
fine. In the arts, our students, even our former students, our former president, they are all journalists in practice, practicing journalists.
Yes.
Go to university, they are practicing in politics. Why? Because this association or this club gave them the platform
Exactly.
and taught them how to express themselves in
Exactly.
public places.
Exactly.
You can be
Okay.
knowledgeable, but if you don't know the ability of how to
Yes.
express yourself,
It's
people
always-
might convince you as somebody who is ignorant.
Yes, of course.
So expression is very, very key. So Yunus has been doing that. Not only in the area of creativity and arts, but if you come to the area of sports. Last year alone, we had about 3 students who were selected in the under-17 national team.
Yes.
Mr. Yunus. 3 students.
Yes.
National team, the whole Gambia. And they were students of Yunus English School.
English School.
And currently we still have some of them there. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, we still have them. When you go to the famous team Kitabu, drama whatsoever.
Yes,
We have our
the-
student.
you have the famous Nima.
Yes.
Wherever you
Nima,
go, you hear
yes.
the famous Nima.
Yes.
He was our student.
Wow.
So meaning, in Yunus English School, we have talented individuals,
Yes.
both in the area of sports, creativity, and academics as well.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
So henceforth, we are trying to rewrite the narratives. We are doing well in competition. This year, we went for the inter-schools athletic competition, which we have not been doing for other years. We went there this year, and we are telling those that are there that be prepared.
Be prepared.
Next
Yeah,
year,
and I think one of the
yeah,
students
we had a qualifier.
qualified already
Yes.
in there.
So,
Yes.
so we are telling other schools that you should watch out for Yunus English School. We went there by surprise. When they hear the name Yunus, they were surprised. This year is also a surprise. But next year, they should watch out for us. Because we are going to surprise them. That's what we always do.
Of course.
Yeah. So, inter-schools competition might not be a problem henceforth because we have the right people coordinating the students and then we make sure that wherever we go,
Exactly.
we become
Yes,
victorious.
yes.
Victorious.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very
Okay.
great.
Go ahead.
Yes, as he rightly said, I always emphasize during our press club meetings and also at the assembly that some of these things that we do, because you see, school is a miniature of the larger society. That is to say, whatever transpires or happens in the society, is what is happening within the school. Because within the school, because in the society, we teach our children, to have about moral values. You understand? We teach them about civic values. You understand? With discipline and have respect for people. Okay. So we also in the society, in the school rather, we teach them to become, responsible somebody in the future. I always tell them, like when I was going to school at Amity, we had a press club. In fact, that inspired me up till date. One of my schoolmates, Molamin Jamme, he's a fine journalist right now. He's the one who does this Ifambondi program. At a point, I even wrote to him to come to the school, so that he can inspire,
of
those
course.
children who aspire to become journalists. You understand? When we were going to school, that was what he was doing. Yes, that was what he was doing every Monday at our assembly. he will have a news to present. Do you understand? So right now, he is doing the same. Sometimes he invites the press, he invites, ministers, politicians to interview them. And it is watched by, millions of people in the country. So, I always encourage them. Some people, like we have our former president, like Mr. Jallo rightly said, Sira Toure. She's one of the finest journalists right now. And it is because of, this press club. When she was going to Yunus English School, she used to, every Monday, she used to come up with the news. She used to serve as our anchor.
Yeah, don't forget Kadi Samate.
Kadi Samate
exactly.
also. Yeah, a former student, a former head girl of Yunus English.
Queen of the world,
Exactly.
queen of this continent, queen of the Gambia.
She's now an international beauty pageant.
Exactly.
Yes.
We also have Mam Jara, Hadi.
Mam Jara Ndao also doing fine.
We have Hadi, and we also have Adam. All of these, are into the field of journalism. So it's because of this press club. So what they do in the school will complement what they become or what they aspire to become in the future. You understand? So, they are going to find it easy because at the end of the day, we certify them. So when they go to this, journalism institution like Marjak, these are some of the certificates that they present. In fact, our former president, Mamjara, told us when they applied for, for that particular internship, they were asked to present, a certificate, as to justify that they were members of the press club in their former seniors. When they presented, they had an edge over those people who were not, members of the press club in their schools.
Yes.
So as Mr.
It can boost your confidence as well. There are some
Perfect.
students with the knowledge, but they don't have the confidence to show up.
Perfect.
So speaking in public, as we do in our schools,
Yes.
every Monday we have people who will come to read poems, read news, and have a kind of a debate, sort of.
Yes.
That will boost your confidence.
Yes, it
Exactly.
develop your
Yeah.
self-esteem.
Self-esteem and confidence, because you will be standing in front of hundreds of students.
Exactly.
And
Which
you-
many people cannot do.
Yes, many people
One of
find
our
it
former
difficult.
teachers, Mr. Ba, when we invited him, because he's very eloquent, public speaking is one of the best.
It's the best.
So when he came to address the members of the press club, one thing that inspired me was that he said when he first, participated in a debate competition, he said he was out of topic. He said, but that didn't demotivate him. That did not stop him. When he came now, he was considered the best.
The best.
And even in the university,
He had to
became the
go back.
president.
He had to go back
Yes.
and come back again.
Exactly.
So meaning one failure should not be an
Should
obstacle.
not be
That's
done.
right.
Exactly.
Yes.
You have seen
He
it.
was the former
Yes.
president of EDUSA. When he speaks, everybody listens.
Of
Yeah.
course.
When he speaks, everybody listens.
Everybody listens.
So that confidence aspect, you have to engage in some of these, because we have a rule that if you are a student at Yunus English, at least you need to be a member of one of the clubs.
One of the clubs.
Yes. So if you are a member of this press club, this creative art, it helps you
It
somehow.
helps a lot.
That's
You know,
right.
It helps.
So yes.
It can be a source of career guidance.
Exactly.
Career guidance, which many schools don't have.
Exactly.
Okay.
Students can be in schools from grade 10 to 12. You ask them, what do you want to become when you graduate? That will be the time they will start to think.
Exactly.
Okay.
That is very bad.
Some parents also want us to speak on the language that they understand.
Yeah, okay,
But
local
before,
language.
yeah,
Okay.
I think the Tabali say we shouldn't say local language.
Okay.
We should say national
National
language.
language, okay.
Yes.
But
It's
I
all
don't-
the
okay,
same.
but whatever.
It's all the same, national language.
As usual, we started inviting other sister schools to come and join us here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the school that is called the Hands-On Academy, I think the head teacher, Habibu Nyas, he promised that he will be here next Sunday with us. And also we call on Kumba Kunjera of Minda Senior Secondary School, and we are waiting for her response. She promised that she would be participating on our program, but I don't know whether it would be next Sunday or not. With that note, I think we have to go into our national languages for those who are listening to us or who are hoping to hear from us on those areas.
Can you speak
So
Wolof?
I think Yeah, he's a Wolof boy.
Yes.
Okay, Mandinka, and I will try Fula.
Okay,
Yes,
then I have a Mandinka boy here, Mr. Jobate.
Yes.
I think Mr. Jobate, he would not only he will speak Mandinka language, but he also can go into the history of the Gambia in Mandinka language. And Mr. Jallo is here, which is I used to call them Nyamobe Jabere Putete Kape Bantara. He also would explain to us everything about Futa Jallo and the Gambia.
Okay.
And Mr. Ture would be
yes.
here he would explain to us what is what the fanas would understand.
Yes.
And I will go into Sarahule language.
Yes.
And I think we will start with
You can start. I will start myself.
okay,
Yes.
Mr. Jallo.
Yeah, usip am fulbe coming Mr. Amadou Wuri Diallo. We want to ligoto be ameng Mr. Yunus Ja, Mr. Yunus Silla, and Mr. Jobate and Mr. Ture. Melody fi Yunus Hour talk show on Star TV and radio. Ko addi men do kon ko fi about student bebe. Halan gol pere bebe pour be wada try be wakkilo be ara ko school dar gol sukay mabbe ben time to time parce que dum no wadi important e jande e student o. Ay la ka be wada try student bebe be arta be ananda be mota ko law pour be ara school be wada try be wakkilo be mo law be ara ko school. Ay la kadi be wakkilo wonde mabbe jonna student bebe on chance pour be wada participate in other activities ko ananda wana fi kulle jande tum kono other activities ko ananda ko outside class watta on jarama buy yeah
Our jarama bui our own ojutani de.
Jutani, my friend.
Wallah.
My friend is very bad.
Our Jobate, go ahead.
Yo, assalamu alaikum. Mbadi mandinkolo ana akamoy lalo. Ntele natale jam kote Yunus Awa nkame soto Star TV. Dimase kabo talantang kata talantane fula. Bi ni melbi jang ante seni Jobate ante to seni Jobate alti. Ning Amadou Wuri Diallo ndoku nyolo ani na proprietor for menketa Mr. Yunus Silati and na sister school fanang ndoku nyolo fananti Mr. Ture. Antele na tale jang coming ka akale nyaming dimasi coming ka yamarol di coming dinul ibe duru ko tala nyaadile pour ka karaw mutani ibuli tanem fulol bare nyen karaw ni amanke dinul damala responsibility te pour ka karaw la kumaya tandi ndel wulula al fanal nyanta mbulo dunna dinul nyel kotol comme wati nkata dinul jibe nke tarandi la karambuto akumaya ta bakele because la dinul do bije maybe ataka wuli so ko la ka tandi la ko nkata karambuto ayatara abuka futa karamu okay hanana akafuta karamuto maybe alamanya dolbi je akeka karamuto woni karamula luwal manta but iteme mu wulula nyenti ni kata dinu nyijibe wati ni wati karamu nyento you know akatande ko ala ma nya dolbi je atol tandinola karamuto akatandi fanan teacher men ka dinu nyin karande because ning teacher nyi ya lonko itola wululate ali either alial na nombal nyel faling e bayla nin karamuto dinno nyin nae kube kuto ke o nae kole akoso to o nin teacher nyim famata jela karamuto se parento nyin kumandi so nin dinno tata faya fahamu ko sande nanyi wulula karabu ka fama karambuto then manyato atokela kikaya adinno nyin se sobe ya anu fana teacher nyim fana ka hakilo to dinno nyin to baba kala because akajela ko coming you know nyim fama ala samata yes pro maybe time mansia yes Mr. Ture fana mula afana domande ko in
our pastage
yes
ok mbokk yi ñoo déglu ak ñu ñoo seetaan ñu ne wateef bi egg na si ndong li gaay la ñoo far di wax rek ñu ne xalam demoon na bay neex waaye buum yaa dok kon dañ ko tënk rek ñu def ko si nu mun a gaawee rek ñu wax leen lu ñu doon wax si anglais buñ fi njëkk a wax ne wax neen affaire yi interhouse léegi gis neen ne dañ ko daan defee si fiil yu mag yeeg yooyu noonu waaye léegi government bi dugal ni seen loxo yi nga gis ne dañ ko sàmm boo xamante ne benn problème du am xale yi dineen def seen daw yeeg seen yeneen activités yi ba pare te problème du si am parce que léegi government bi teg neen si seen loxo so government nu ñu si tekkee seen loxo nag moo gën ñun teacher yi parce que léegoo-léegi am na place yu ñu dee dem si nit yu bëri fu ñu dee nekka parce que nit ñi suñ baree benn place rek am na ñoo xam ne dañoo def lu baax am na ñoo xam ne dañoo def lu bon waaye government bi léegi teg na ay mesos yoo xamante ne képp koo xamante ne dangaa ñëw foofu noonu di def lu bon nga xam ne nguur gi dina la teg loxo so képp ku faa ñëw na nga xam ne da nga war a xam ne lu baax moo la faa indi wax neen beneen ñu ne xam xale yi dañoo ñëw school dañoo léet te xam nga ñun suñ bunta bi 8 o'clock suñ ringee bel bi rek dañ koo tëj léegi jàng commencé léegi xale yi day ñëw di taxaw si bunta bi nag nekk foofu noonu di dóor bunta bi ak yooyu noonu nag ñu ngi ñaan parents yi xale yuy def loolu noonu nañ try ñuy xale yi ñuy teel a ñëw school parce que suñ teelee ñëw school rek du nekk di taxaw si bunta bi ak yooyu noonu parce que suñ léetee sax ñu dugga sax si classe bi sax ñoom dafa fekk am na lu leen raw ba pare yaa ngi ñëw yaa ngi tàng mën naa am amuloo sa yeneen bagage yi so bala ngaa wax ne dangaa pare pour nga lifin ak teacher bi time dafaa dem so ñu wax xale yi ñuy study ba pare ñuy teel a tëdd teel a jóg mun a teel a dem school wax neen beneen mu nekk extra classes school su wàccee dafa am time boo xam ne xale yi dañoo toog si school bi pour mun a settali lu gaay jàng si suba si noonu loolu luñ ko settalee nag dafa nekk loo xam ne lu am solo la waaye boobu nag léegoo-léegi yow yaay mandat teacher bi dina di suy jàngale time boobu noonu nga mandat ko léegoo-léegi waaye dañoo gis ne léegoo-léegi ñu parents yoo xam ne dañu war a fay loolu noonu daf dee isi time pour ñu fay ko waaye de pour wax leen ne rek fay boobu nekkul dara si ñun parce que yaa ngi neexal teacher bi rek pour at least mu mun a am lu moo def si biiram bi nga gis mu mun a jàngal sa doom bi parce que ëllëg sa doom bi su amee njëriñ wala mu nekk keneen mu nekk buur yow million bi yow yaa see gën a lekk so bul foog ne looy duggal si sa xale bi lu yaaxu la non nekkul loo xam ne lu yaaxu la wax nañ si beneen rek pour ma gaawlantu ko rek wax nañ si beneen boo xam ne waajur yi dañu war a ñëw si school bi di seet si seen doom yi teacher yi dañu war a xàmmee seen waajur yi dafa baax tum xale buy jàng yow waajur bi ngay ñëw si school bi di ko seet time to time parce que soo ko defee rek xale buy jàng noonu yaa ngi koo dimbale si jàngam parce que su dee xale bi daf doon def lu bon si school bi wala du daan jàng waaye su gisee ne suma papa wala suma yaay mu ngi ñëw si school bi du ma seet di ma bàyyi xel dangaa gis ne xale boobu noonu dina téye jàngam bi bu ñaari loxoom parce que dina gis ne moom papaam ak yaayam téye neen jàngam bi ñaari loxoom su foog moom te mu téye ko ak ñaari loxoom so dangaa gis ne teacher bi tam dina la xam yow nga gis su amee dara loo xam ne si xale bi la mu bëgg la koo wax dina xam yow yaay parents bi yaay kan dina la kool wala mu wax la lii wala mu oola si school bi nga ñëw so lii suñ ko defee rek dangaa gis ne jàng mi dafaa dem si kanam te kenn du sonn te xale buy jàng du sonn teacher buy jàngale du sonn parents buy yóbbu doomam bi si school bi tam du sonn parce que dama wax ne ma ne la jàng moom ñetti nit ñoo ko dee amee teacher bi la xale school bi ak waajur bi so ñii suñ boole wantee rek jàng bi dafaa dem si kanam kon ni leen jàppale ñu def suñ kéttalaay kantaan ñu try ñu support xale yuy dem school parce que gis ne Yunus school léegi xale yuy graduate Yunus school moom lañ doon wax si anglais nii am na ñoo xam ne ñu ngi place yoo xam ne léegi macha allah kon Yunus school yéen a ngi gis seen teacher yi ñu ngi liggéey bu baax a baax te Yunus school am na iye yuy ñëw ku yóbbul sa doom foofu noonu di nga fekk doo am place parce que dafa fees boo xamante ne sax ñun sax duñ xam naka la waat parce que léegi gis neen doole bi nu moo ñëwee te gis neen teacher itam seen xam-xam yi nu ñu koo génnee te xale yuy gradué itam gis neen ñu ñoo amee seen liggéey ak nu ñoo nekkee si seen place yi gis neen ko so loolu moo ñëw wan ne kon Yunus English School dëgg jàng mu ngi fa kon daw leen ngeen yóbbu seen xale yi bala moo leet jërë ngeen jëf
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Ture. Mare munga kunyini nkeni Yunus Silla. Awa ngadi gamala kada okanendi bonga tuketa kanu kubenu ga koni kawi sumuku oda kea konanti kana lemunu lite karalanga hane imaka tarde because igana tarde ni daga na bahe kea iga konkono ana iga karalemo kutum torono ana irantaro no boy kumari hane kani grindi hane inandaga karalanga awa sage kadi kana nyidaga na school kei kala mununga ta kono classroom mun kubenu no gondi kana kun kama no telephone no bangutu teacher kebe ga kharamu ni classroom mun dan na telephone no bangutu wakati do wakati anna nya khilli aw anda nan diga mu lemne ke hindi anna nya kadi an daga school kadi ando teacher no principal ngame walla na lemne ke ale halantu aga ale hala bedino yo asage kadi a report bukunga na bogu anga na wari sahandu kuga buruge mama ganti mo gondi anna wuto anda daga skulu anna akke senkita nanti sahandu kubenu ga report ke no gondi buku ke no gondi agri skulu kiyai yo kumbe gabe no gada kacha ngatu amajare nan sage kenzo ibo khasare gabe wade khana khanno kusumu ko yo kenya sigindiga munta gabono nga kasu kunyini. Okay, I think we are done with that. Yeah. Then we can say our last words. Let me start with you.
Yes.
So before we do the closing.
Yes, listeners, what all we have said here, we want you to put
Yeah,
it into
before
practice.
you go that,
Yes.
I would like you to understand that you are watching us through the Star TV and Star Radio, 96.6 FM, and we're going to be here in every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And we welcome you at all the time. And I think next time Star would provide us the number that you can call and ask us any question you may have, so that we can relay to you your answers. And now, Mr. Toure.
Yes, thank you very much, listeners and viewers. The time is almost finished now.
Yes.
Whatever we had said here, we don't want only you to listen to it, but put it into practice. When we put it into practice, it will be successful.
Okay.
Therefore, I thank you all for your kind attention.
Thank you too. Thank you so much indeed. Mr. Jabate?
Good morning, viewers and listeners on Star Television and Star Radio. This brings us to the end of today's program. So the final message that I have for the parents right now is just at the corner. So as a parent, how are we going to help our children? They have their time schedule, but some children, their phones will ring and they will not wake up to read at night. They understand? So as a parent, we have to help them, you know, to wake them up, especially children who normally find it difficult to wake up at night. Yes. So also, they should not also spend too much time, like Mr. Yunus have said in the beginning, that relaxation is also very, very important. Because when you overuse yourself, in the end, you'll just be opening your eyes, but you will not be understanding anything that you are reading. So they need to schedule themselves, have time to relax, and also they must also not relax so much. Let them also read. Yes, read harder.
Okay,
So,
you can tell them about our campaign.
yes,
For the
I think,
boarding students.
yes,
Okay. Yeah, good afternoon, viewers and listeners. And this brings us to the conclusion of this Yunus Talk Hour show. And then I want to thank all the listeners and viewers. And then I hope you've taken something from this conversation that we had with you people. And then, just like Mr. Yunus already said, in our subsequent programs, we will want to hear from you directly during the so wherein you can call and communicate to us directly, and then we will give you answers, or you can also provide us some of the solutions to some of the problems that we are facing as educationists.
Yes.
And then we hope to see you next Sunday. And then one thing he said about the campaign is that at Yunus English School, we organize what we call a campaign. Not many schools are doing it, or not all schools are doing it. Only few schools are doing it, engage into it. It is whereby students will come and they will be lodged, meaning they will be staying at the school for 2 or 3 months before the examinations. All this is done for them to be prepared for the examinations that is awaiting them. And then now there is this campaign. They will be provided with their food and medication and shelter. And then during this campaign, their subject teachers will come after school, where they will engage them in one-on-one, how to call it, classes with them, lessons with them, extra classes with them.
Tutoring.
Good, tutoring them up to the night hours. And then at night, they will also be asked to wake up, because they might not have that chance at home to wake up or force themselves to wake up. But during this campaign, if they see their friends waking up or studying over there, that can be a motivation for them.
Yes.
They will feel like, if Fatu is doing it, what of me? If Lamin is doing it, what of myself? So that will also serve as a motivation for them to join their friends and then read. Also, it can serve as an opportunity for peer tutoring. Some students find it difficult when they sit in front of the teacher, listening to the teacher. But once you are of the same age with somebody, and that person is standing in front of you, tutoring you, you find it so easy to understand or comprehend what the person is doing. So this campaign is very, very good for the students. Their safety and well-being has been safeguarded by the school. They will have what we call campaign masters. We have the gate man there and security, and the school has cameras. So everywhere is secured for the students. Do you understand? There is somebody or 2 or 3 people who will be staying there with them. The school has a gate man and security. Cameras are there. The admin is involved. So you can see that the safeguard of the safetyness of the students is being provided by the school. So don't have any doubt about bringing your student. If your student is a student of Yunus English School, do not have any doubt of allowing the person to come to the campaign, because it is very safe, secure, and reliable.
It's a friendly environment.
Thank you all. Star TV and Star Radio, we thank you all for your wonderful covering of our session today. And we thank you all listeners on the Star Radio and TV. And we hope to meet you again on Sunday.
Yes.
I believe Honorable Jobate and Jallo and Honorable Ture would be here with us, with our guest Habibu Nyas. He promised to be here on next Sunday, inshallah. Yeah, Konjera would confirm to us, but she was invited already. Okay, we thank you all.